Welcome back to stage 2 out of 4 in our Rogue Legends playthrough. Now in the last video I asked you guys to give me a little bit of advice if you have for me, because we're playing a new version of Rogue Legends and this was my first playthrough of it. So if you guys knew any strats or some cool things that I should be on the lookout for, I'm still very glad to hear that. But some of the comments, I'm going to single out a couple of comments to show you guys of the advice that I got from you. So one of them was to get a lot of attack speed. The second advice was that there was apparently this Churchill artifact called One Man Army, which makes Churchill go insane apparently. And this last one is a little bit of a bitter comment for me because we did have the Fish Nova artifact. It goes like this. Apparently the Fish Nova artifact synergizes well with the Arcane Bolt one, where it does like a 20% chance for your towers to release an Arcane Bolt. The way this synergizes apparently is that the fish can release Arcane Bolts, and if you combine it with the cluster, the secondary and the tertiary clusters can release fish, and then every single one of those fish can release Arcane Bolts. This sounds like an OP combo, and unfortunately we got rid of the fish artifact, so we're gonna be hunting for that again. So let me show you guys the artifacts. We don't have a lot of them, this is only stage 2, but we do have a couple of attack speed ones. So Tifrit then we got Overwhelming Synergy, which gives us 56% on our magic monkeys. We have the one shot for the snipers, the Growing Steady for the druids, and then the Grand Magic Inspiration, again buffing a little bit of the magic monkeys. We brought an Alchemist, which is going to be amazing with our druids and basically everything. And then this one, Heroic Edge, which I actually got for the Pierce and not for the hero projectiles releasing swords and whatnot. Now in this stage, apparently whatever path we take, we are going to have at least one legendary guaranteed. So we're going to take the shorter path, but we're gonna go for a mini game actually right out of the get-go. The boss's phase. Oh, we need to start worrying about camo detection then. By the way, this is how our party looked like. We're running Octojones, we have a pump, we have a couple of Buccaneers, a 230 sniper, which we actually do have the crit artifact for it, and then these are just like small towers like the druid, the alchemist, and then this is the insta monkey that we got from the previous boss, which was Bloons, and we didn't actually take the essence of Bloons, we took this druid. Alright, so let's enhance an artifact. I was thinking of enhancing either this one, either Growing Steady, which is the druid one, or the sniper one, the one shot. Let's do the sniper one. Actually, this is going to increase the crit to 14x, and it's going to add the 210 sniper. So let's get this one. So the early rounds, as usual, very chill. We're playing on round 7 to 12, so not that much of a a challenge in these early rounds for sure. But we are going to be encountering some more Moabs, some more BFB, so things are going to be very interesting in this specific stage. So yeah, this is going to be stage number 1. I'm just kind of buying up these upgrades. I am not exactly sure if I want to play off of the druids, but we still want to be playing off of at least 2 categories, because one of these bosses is eventually gonna be Dreadloon and we need to be ready for that one. Alright, so we can take a free chest, or we can go left, do an encounter, and then take the mini game. And I actually think I'm gonna go left. Let's take, oh my god, Dark Castle on stage 2, the second encounter. What is even happening? Why is this a thing, guys? Are the balloons a little bit slower? Yeah, they're a little, okay, look at that, but this is fine. It's 70% balloon speed and 40% the ceramics in the Moab. That's fine. We're also playing rounds 8 to 14, so that means no Moab class balloons. Yep, we should be fine on this one, but come on, guys. There we go. We defeat one more encounter, and we're gonna see our first ever minigame. So let's see what this one is about. Alright, so reach the goal to earn rewards. This is an endurance race, 350k pumps for the legendary one. I think we can make this thing happen. Alright, so I think this is gonna be a good enough start. So we went for Striker Jones, we went for the clusters, and then this guy is like some cheap camo that can pop all types of balloons. Let's kind of start sending in these balloons a little bit earlier, because one thing I noticed is that we don't have 5 minutes on the clock. We have 4:50, so we're getting 10 seconds less than usual. That's an interesting thing. I'm pretty sure that got implemented from this latest update actually. Right, so far it's not looking too bad. The bomb and Striker Jones are looking to be defeating all the big balloons. Everything is basically not a camo, but this guy is actually struggling. Oh, we need the sniper ASAP. Let me just place this guy down. Oh my god. Okay, we are not doing as well as we could. 20k pops, 3 minutes 20 seconds. Oh, we need to speed this thing up immediately. Okay, so let's go for another bomb. Let's have it like this. I was thinking again going for the clusters, because these guys just go ham on races. Actually go like this. Let me get a recursive cluster. I should probably get an alchemist for both of these guys. So let's get something like a 301. I don't think I'm going to be upgrading this guy too much. How are we looking at the clock? 2 minutes 45 seconds. Oh my god, we're missing like 300,000 pops, and our camo is kind of weak. Yeah, let's send everything up to round 32. Was that a mistake? Wait, when were DDTs coming out exactly? You guys remember that thing? I haven't played Rogue Legends in such a long time. Oh, actually we got a very interesting boost, it seems like. This is a village, but it's a bottom bound village, but we can actually get this guy into the jungle drums. I think we got every single tower in it. That's very good. 2 minutes remaining, so I think I'm just gonna send everything up to 34, because I think DD DDTs were in 35. Am I wrong about that thing? Let me just get the monkey pirates just in case. Do we have any sort of oh, we do have reveal. Actually, look at this thing. Look at this lucky insta 0-1. What's that? This is a thrive. Let's, I mean, I guess I'll just use this thing. But we actually get a 0-1-1, which we can make this guy into a shimmer actually. So let's send in a couple more rounds. All right, so now we're fine versus DDTs actually, because we have Striker Jones to remove the black property, and we should be able to defeat them with these bombs, right? We have the first DDT. There we go. We actually do get it done. All right, let me send everything up to 38. 1 minute remaining. This is super close. Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking actually. 300. We're gonna get this done, by the way. It's just that I'm afraid that we're gonna get overwhelmed. There we go. We get the legendary one. 40 seconds on the clock. We finally get this thing done, and now it's just a matter of surviving. So I'm not gonna be sending any rounds at this point. We just want to be defending. I think I'm just gonna go for one more cluster, by the way. Let's have it like this. So 3 clusters. We can even get some top at our rates on the village. So let's go like this. I'm just gonna stun these guys, and I think, yes, we absolutely have this thing. You know what? I'm even gonna speed things up. Yes, we do get it done. That's amazing. I love getting legendaries like this on these mini games. It's we have a very good setup with these bombs, which should do a lot of AoE damage. So races are actually our strong point at this stage of the game. All right, so let's see what we get. Alchemy engineering, tier 3 and higher engineers have pierce reduced 0. Okay, so essentially they don't have their pierce reduced, and convert Bloons to gold as a 002 NG to your party. This could be cool for farming. First class support legendary. Support monkeys deal 30% more damage, and oh my god, this is insane. We are not playing off of supports though. And then this is the mer monkey one, which I'm always gonna avoid because I don't think mer monkeys are kind of good in this game mode. Yes, let's go. Let's take the NG one and let's farm a little bit. It's a legendary one, so it should be going kind of fine, I think. And we're gonna have our first chest. Let's see what we can get in this one. All right, I see 2 new ones. I know what bouncing projectiles, elite military precision, military monkeys deal 16% more damage. All right, so this is a cool one that we should consider. And then mystic twister, magic monkeys pierce increased by 50%, and their projectiles are pulled into orbit around the monkey. Not sure how good this thing is, but I like the pierce thing. It's 50%. That sounds like a lot, but I think we're gonna take this one actually. 16% more damage in the militaries because we have the sniper crit one, and if we keep increasing the damage of the sniper, those crits are gonna be one-shotting MOAB class Bloons. I'm not even kidding. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be happening, but we have closer to $10,000 in just a handful of rounds. So this NG seems to be doing his job very well, guys. Are we sleeping on this thing? Did they actually make it a little bit better? Oh, we have a MOAB class Bloon. Let's see how much damage the sniper does. We're gonna need a crit though. Oh, he one-shot the MOAB. What? Oh my god, this thing is insane. Wait, what if we get a couple of these snipers then? What if we get like 2, 3, 4 of these guys? We should probably keep the insta monkeys now that I think about this. What? They're actually one-shotting MOABs. I can't believe this thing. This, oh, in fact, oh, so we should go for the legendary, of course, and we should get more military attack speed and damage. That is insane what just happened. All right, now the next 2 encounters are going to be very interesting because we're going to have a fortified lead balloon, it seems like, and then a BFB, which I've never seen what either of these ones do. So let's just check out this one. More lead balloons and DDTs. What? It's round 10 to 18. You're not supposed to see DDTs on these rounds, huh? Is this where it ends, guys? Let's remove this obstacle. What are we going for? We're gonna need camo detection. We're gonna need to pull DDTs. Well, hopefully not. All right, just to be fair, this NG is not gonna get to hit that much on certain rounds, but I do see a lot more lead balloons for sure on this one. So let's just try and save money so we get the deadly precision, and then we're just gonna pray for crits in case a DDT appears. And so far, yeah, there have been a lot more lead balloons than usual. So maybe we could use the lead to gold alchemist or something like this, but I want to be careful on this one actually because round 15 has a MOAB. So the question is the MOAB going to get turned into a DDT? And please tell me the answer is no. Okay, it's not. Okay, that's very good. Let's get the deadly precision. Let's get a 320 on this sniper. By the way, it one-shot the MOAB player, if you guys noticed that. So these lead encounters, it looks like they're not going to be a problem if you're playing like these early rounds, like up until round 18 or stuff like that. But I have my suspicions that if you go into like the mid 20s or something like that, you're going to get like a surprise DDT or maybe even a DDT rush in like the 30s. So there we go, we get this one done. Honestly, not that scary, and actually this tells us how we're supposed to be dealing with things like this, because this is obviously a lead heavy balloon encounter, so we should be using the lead to gold alchemist. We should be on the lookout for that. All right, now this is gonna be my first ever BFB encounter. I have no idea what we should expect, so let me just click it. Start and end round increased by 5, so it was supposed to be 11 to 20, now it's 16 to 25, so essentially just makes the encounter a little bit more difficult. Is that it? Yeah, I know these rounds look like they're standard rounds, guys. guys. I don't think there's anything new happening. So when you get a BFB or a MOAB, I think that's just exactly what happens. It just ups the number of rounds that you're going to be playing. So I guess this could get tricky in the higher rounds. Like, let's say you should be playing up at around 45, but that thing gets extended to like 50, and then it could create some issues for you. But oh, wait a minute, do we have this one? I think we do with the strap on the basketball. There we go. But yeah, essentially this doesn't seem like it's going to be too problematic if the rounds are exactly the same, which they look to be. I'm enjoying Rogue Legends so much, guys. I'm actually looking forward to making these videos, and I think it just comes from the fact that we just have a lot more choices now because they introduced a lot more artifacts, and I think that they balance the game out really well, so that you have to be, you have to be engaged with the things that you're playing. You have to be thinking about the artifacts, so you cannot just like spam one tower and just let that thing win, or at least not at the start, as far as I can tell. So let's see what we have. Mighty Mulligan, we know what this one does. Explosive economics, when support monkeys are sold, they do an explosion. And then add preserver, we saw this one increases the projectile lifespan, and projectiles will bounce off of map borders. So what do we get? You know what, we should probably give ourselves a little bit more choice with the Mighty Mulligan. It's only gonna be one reroll, but that's completely fine. Let's take it. And this is gonna be our second, or actually it's gonna be a third chest. Let's see what we get in this one. I see a rare one, high impact. We know what this one does, by the way. This is one of the old ones. Not interested in this one. Let's see this one, first class support. We're getting these support buffs and then greater primary inspiration. So we're mainly playing off of the military and the magic ones, and these are the wrong ones. But you know what, because we have a bomb in our roster, I'm actually gonna take this one, the primary monkeys one. And this is my first time ever checking out this encounter. We're very close to the boss, by the way, and this is also a legendary one, so let's make sure we win it. So what does this do? Alternate rounds with more Bloons with immunities. Oh my god, they actually did alternate rounds in Rogue Legends. I can't believe this thing. So is this like a completely different round set? Only one way to find out. So let's remove the skull. Let's get ready with a couple of different towers. Actually, let me just get the NG like this, so we farm a tiny bit, set it to last. Let's actually see what is with all this alternate thingy. So I can see a lot of camo Bloons. That might be an issue. We might want to go into a Buccaneer. Let's actually get this one. Let's give it the Crow's Nest. Oh, that's a Moab in round 12. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, this is gonna get so tricky actually. Wait, so everything is a camo Bloon, give or take. There are a lot more fortified Bloons, and what is even happening? Like, I'm barely seeing some normal Bloons, which this NG can attack. He only has like 250 pops. Fortified Moab around 14. Absolutely ridiculous. Yep, we need to get our snipers going ASAP. So I'm gonna go for another 2-3-0. We need to wait 2 more rounds before we can place it. We actually don't even have the money for it. And you know what? I was queuing up the boosts and not using it generally, but I'm actually gonna get a boost going in this specific run. Honestly, not a fan of any of these. So let me just do a reroll. Let's do alt tower. Sure, let's get a level of Pierce on everyone. Oh, Super Monkey Storm for 900. This could be a very cool one. I'm so glad that they're introducing a lot of these other powers in Rogue Legends. So in case you run into some trouble, you can just dump this thing. I mean, it's not like a guaranteed win, but this is just like in case of emergency, break glass, or in this case use the Super Monkey Storm. Alright, no one saw that. And yeah, we're still doing very well. These snipers are doing a lot of damage. I also bought the 042 Monkey Pirates in case we need to hook some Bloons. And so far, it's only been a BFB, like the most difficult Bloon that I've seen so far, because it's only around 22. Okay, there's a 45 one, which I'm gonna hook. I'm gonna use the Pirates ability. And that seems to be about it. But yeah, these alternate rounds, they can absolutely be annoying later down the line. And we do get our legendary artifact. Alright, so we're getting a 150 Ninja. Follow Me legendary. This is the second time, by the way, this is being offered to us as a legendary one. And then Crystal Crash. Heroes and support monkeys deal 3x damage to frozen Bloons. This is the easiest reroll of my life. Let's see what we get now. Helipod attack 50% faster and fire in a wacky wheelie pattern. Adds a 200 helipod in your party. Slow and steady. Monkey damage increases 50%, but for the first 20 seconds of each round, all monkeys attack 20% slower. And Picnicker fly by monkey ace pin Bloons for 1 second and have 25% more pierce, and it adds a 002 ace to your party. Alright, I'm gonna get this one, the slow and steady. This is like a blanket buff increase to the damage of all of our towers, and our snipers are gonna be critting like crazy, guys. It's a 14x crit, and we're buffing their damage from 2 artifacts at this point. So we're at like 66% bonus damage and a 14x crit on that. It's gonna go crazy. So this is the last round of this encounter. I didn't want to show you guys this thing because it's basically a beginner map with no special modifiers, so we're just breezing through this one, and that is it. So we're now on to phase, but before we get there, let's collect our tokens and let's see what we have in this shop. Hopefully at least a rare one, and if we're very lucky, we should probably get a legendary one. Alright, so I see a couple of new things. First off, why is there monkey money over here? Get 120 monkey. What? I can buy monkey money instead of Rogue Legends? What is this one? Rogue XP, get 200 340 rogue XP from the merchant. Oh my god, it's so cool. Wait, if I click this thing, I can... Yes, it's essentially gonna be 24 that I have to pay. Alright, just like magic. Alright, so this is the one that apparently synergizes well with the fish, and I would not mind getting this one actually. A 30% chance to send an arcane bolt backwards. There's a little bit of a problem with this one, and that is that we have a 105 druid in our roster, and it says tier 5 magic monkey's attack speed is halved. It sounds very risky to take, honestly. Cram magic quickening, I mean, sure, we could probably get the little bit of extra attack speed. Alright, so what's the plan? What are we getting? Honestly, can I say nothing? Like, let's just save the tokens. We have 15, so not that many to work with to begin with. I don't need monkey money. I have like 100k, I think. Rogue XP 240. This would be nice, but we're gonna lose a lot of our tokens for XP, and I don't like doing that. So unfortunately, guys, this is gonna be my first time ever where I'm just not buying anything from the shop. Alright, and let's see which map we're playing phase on. Hopefully not something that... Oh, that's monkey metal. That's actually a great one, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take back my words. It's not a great one, it's an okay one, because we have some buccaneers which also have camo detection. So basically we're limited to defeating this boss by using snipers only, it seems like. And I think as long as we get some crits, we're gonna be fine, but we need to speed up the damage. So the most important thing is gonna be getting a second 230 sniper. Let's see how everything is looking. So round 16, we're barely defeating the shield of phase. That's because only this guy is attacking it, and it's critting from time to time. So let me get the deadly precision and actually just upgrade to 320. And let's see when it crits, how much damage does it do. It doesn't seem like it's too much, guys. Honestly, this is not a lot of damage that we're doing to phase right now. Alright, this is going very slow, and if we're gonna have 5 jumps, this guy is gonna get close to the exit no matter what happens. So we're gonna need to start placing snipers ASAP, it seems like. So first off, let's pop this skull. Let's see what's the boost that we're gonna get, and we're gonna drop one more 230 sniper. So let's check it out. Military quickening. This is an amazing one. We need attack speed. 11% attack speed. We're taking this. Wait a minute. There might be a way for us to do a little bit more damage to this guy. So what if we do this? What if we go for the cleansing foam, which is gonna be decamoing phase for a very short amount of time, but it's gonna be happening. And then let's start placing up some druids, right? Let's get a pop list over here. Let's go like this 204. Why not? Yes, I think we might be onto something, guys, because now Striker Jones is gonna do a little bit of damage as well. But yes, this is exactly how we want to play it. This NG is gonna come in very clutch. Let's actually move the foam like this. We have one more boost, so we're gonna be having like 5 jumps. Oh, that's an amazing one. 101 village. If I can find a spot for it, let's have it like this. This is gonna be a blanket attack speed buff for everyone, especially for a sniper. It's very nice. I'm even gonna get the monkey commerce because why not? Yes, and you can definitely notice the damage doing a lot better. Let's do a pop gun check actually. So 12,500 on the 320, and then 29. Oh my god, yeah, this guy is not doing too much. I mean, I guess he's helping out a little bit, but he's really not doing too much. Alright, so let's go for one more 230 sniper. Gonna upgrade the alchemist so we can buff more towers at once, and on the next round we're gonna get one more druid placed. And there we go, one more jump. Let's get a boost. Let's see what we have. Battle cat. Does the battle cat have camo detection? Let's get the foam like this. Let me place the battle cat like this. Then as soon as phase does the jump, I'm gonna activate the battle cat ability, and we're gonna need this foam to... Oh, the foam is not gonna be reaching, so we're gonna need a new foam actually. Oh my god, some Bloons are making it to the other side. So let's go like this. New NG. Let's activate the battle cat. How much damage is this thing doing, by the way? It's like 30-ish damage per hit. I don't mind, just we need every little bit that we can get at this point. By the way, military quickening, let's get it. And how is it looking, guys? So one more jump remaining. This is very close. So let's just drop in one more sniper. I think we're gonna need an alchemist actually. Guys, this is ridiculously close with these bosses. I think we do have the damage though. We're gonna get one more boost. So this is the last jump. It's gonna get closer to the end for sure. Let's see what we have. Another battle cat. I'm not sure how much damage this thing did, so why not? I mean, let's just get it. I think we have it, guys. This was actually very close. The fact that we're playing on a map without water, this makes things a little bit more complicated, because we would have been able to use our buccaneers, but we do actually get it done, and it's very close. I mean, I'm very thankful that we got rid of phase like kind of early on into the game, because it can get tricky later on if you're playing it on like stage 4 or something like that, I think. But there we go, we defeat phase. Alright, super happy about this one. We're gonna get the phase artifact. Hopefully the other tier 5s are trash, because oh, they're not trash actually. Look at this thing, 025. Oh, and if we can get the fish nova, oh, it's tempting. It's very tempting, but I feel like essence of phase is just way too good, right? Yup, let's get the essence of phase. phase, guys. We're gonna need camo, and camo is no longer gonna be a problem. And let's see if we want to extract some of these artifacts, actually. Probably this one, right? Greater primary. We're not exactly playing off of primaries yet, and if we do, we're not gonna be missing out on too much. 20% more pierce and 10% more range. It sounds nice, but honestly, let's just get this one back home. There it is, stage 2. Let's see what awaits us in stage 3, but I don't think we're gonna be playing stage 3 right now. Oh, I know this map, actually. Alright, so you have 2 paths on this one. You can either take the left path, which is shorter, or you can take the right path, which goes into 2 different directions then. And we're gonna end the video off right here, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one for stage number 3, which is looking like it's gonna be a very cool one.